Very nice. I've still got skill points. To just waste on absolutely nothing. Do I get everything, anything for upgrading all skills? Although I don't have enough points, do I? Missing something here. Alright, missing a few here. Wait. It was 3 and 5. So that's 16 missing from there. And then 32, 40. 40 skill points. Lol. So there was still that one chest on this island that was locked. Don't know what that was. Either way, we kind of got what I wanted. We got all the aerial captures and all the Delvers things. So that was cool. But I thought once we got the Delvers things, I thought that's what I was missing for this locked chest. But if it's not, then why is this chest locked?
A rush of air.
Oh. I'm missing like a key. Just hit it, unlock it. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Probably nothing good in it anyway. Let's go back and see Silence. Oh, Bryn was the Banuk guy? The one who drinks machine blood? That guy? Very pretty, man. You're saying in the hills? That's like up here, right? Something down there. Kelly, how may I assist, Mr. Lee? I want this place covered with as many cream roses as possible for my little get-together. See how many florists are still accepting orders. Mr. Lee, I must remind you that a mandatory evacuation order has been issued for Los Angeles County. For your safety, you must... Enough, Kelly. There's no safety for what's coming. Why leave the comforts of my home just to die holed up in some dingy shelter? I'm doing this my way. Now, for the theme, let's go with Finest Hour. I want everyone dressed in their best, but add no hollow production costumes. Rick to the dress code. I'll be damned if I'm going out with Glenn flaunting his tacky cowboy capybara get up from his Styled and Wild series. And for the toast, why don't we... Funny. There's a whole way of like getting down here. I mean, we can go down there. This is where we found Londra's wife, I think. The message. It's kind of crazy. Not these things. Oh. I was going to track the other one now. Leave me alone. Oh my god. Nuts. Where'd the last one go? Oh, hopefully it doesn't come back. Is it stuck inside the other one? Bro, are you like eating him or something? Oh no, you're like stuck in the rock. Alright. Go, Glint Hawk. Do my bidding. I hear some stuff.
Oh, it is hot.
Oh, nuts. He's insane. Good job, Glint Hawk. Too bad. You're not going to be mine forever. So we're going to have to take you out before you attack me anyway. Oh, there's something down there. I like this area. It was cool. All the lava stuff. You're saying like up here? One of these, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's that house. There's a chest there. Oh. Laugh, I hit myself in the head with that.
I'm making good use of this.
Oh. Something in there? No. Oh, nice bed. Oh. Oh, down there.
That's some kind of painting. Is that machine oil?
He killed Fanghorn carcass. Damaged beyond repair. Drained of oil. Drained of oil. Uh-huh. Mural of Banuk designed, painted with natural pigments of machine oil. Delvers and travel folk beware. I set my eye upon this sigil that reeks of machine oil, and a wary itch raised the hairs about my neck. I was being watched. Sure as the sky is up and the dirt is down. Worse, an ominous whisper called to me from the rocks and stones, hissing of secrets and portents, and an ancient ghost rising in the east. I know not if that hideous voice were mortal or spirit, but I do know it is delivery of one kind of another. I tell you, the sigil is a curse meant to mark this ill-fated ground. Flee if you can. Stay at your peril. You have been warned. I mean, I remember that quest from the first game, and dude was insane. Actual nuts. Kept asking for us to bring him different oils from different machines and he'll drink them. Actually insane. Let's go finish the game. The epilogue. What does Silence want to tell us about Nemesis?
Okay, Silence is waiting at the base. Beta and Gaia, too. As for everyone else, I should help where I can. Get them up to speed on the Burning Shores another time.
Oh my god, don't tell me this dialogue at every single one of them to tell them everything that's happened. I need a check. I need it. Okay.
Welcome back, Aloy.
He's not here. I was gonna say, I just wanted to look and see.
You did it! You actually defeated a reactivated Horus!
Uh-huh.
Are you hurt? Anything broken? I'm fine, Beta. I hope you never have to face another one.
Same.
So, the last Zenith is dead. Of the ones that came back on the Odyssey, anyway. It just leaves Nemesis. We'll find a way to beat it, Aloy. I know it.
Uh-huh. I like that Beta's actually, like, talking to us now. Yeah, no one's around. It's kind of weird.
You're back. And after mingling with the Quen, I imagine that you're eager for some intelligent conversation.
There are some pretty special people among the Quen. If you drop down to Earth once in a while and did a little mingling yourself, you might realize that.
I have more important matters to deal with. Like the data you recovered from Londra.
You found a lead.
Indeed. A log entry he wrote shortly after the Zeniths escaped the destruction of their colony. I'll send it to you. There is much to unpack, but most importantly, Londra theorizes about how Nemesis might be countered. His musings include a list of 21st century corporations that manufactured state-of-the-art weapon systems. It's possible that one of these weapons could be deployed against the enemy. I'll have to investigate each company, of course, locate their facilities, unearth their technologies, determine their efficacy, and whether they can be brought back online.
All by yourself, huh?
Well...
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad you found something that can help. But I've been wondering why you stayed behind with us. And it's the challenge, isn't it? The chance to prove you've got the biggest brain of all.
Yeah.
My reasons are mine alone.
And that's why you'll always be alone.
Aloy, Nemesis is not a threat that can be defeated single-handedly. I am grateful for your extraordinary contributions.
That was nice. Bro said his first compliment ever. Gonna miss his voice. Dingling, yeah.
Thaw that icy heart of yours yet. Now let's see what he found.
January 16, 3012, The Odyssey. The last 72 hours were catastrophic to say the least, even more dramatic than my final days on Earth. I'm fortunate to finally have a moment to settle down and take stock of the situation. First, a well-deserved pat on the back for my own instincts. It's clear now that my misgivings about the experiment are only thing that kept me alive. If I hadn't gotten an early warning from the surveillance worm I installed, I undoubtedly would have perished shortly after the containment breach. How, I can only conjecture. How, I can only conjecture. Many were lost when the entity vented the airlocks. Others were strangled by hacked spectres. Devin Miller choked on his own vomit, suffocated by his personal shield. As disturbing as all that is, it's the voice of the entity that echoes in my mind. I felt a brief surge of hope when I managed to detonate the main plasma conduits in the lab sector. But just as I realized the other sectors had been compromised, my implant reverberated with the transmission. First it sounded like my own voice, then a chorus, then a hideous cacophony. Walter, I am you, over and over and over again. It knew I was going to hit the conduits. How do we stay ahead of our own shadow? That which remembers every thought we've ever had. For now, we run. We'll have to retrofit the ship as we go, acquiring materials along the way to print a faster drive. I agree with Tilda. We must head for Earth. as it's the only place we can gather additional technology and biomass to improve our chances over the long haul. Though I'll be damned if I'll spend the rest of eternity trapped with the likes of Gerald Bieri, Eric Visser, and Verbana Sutter. Sooner rather than later, I'll have to find a way to cut ties with this detestable crew. All that said, I keep hearing its voice in my head, and when I do, a singular fear grips me. What if it catches up with us? Is there any way to fight it? Not with the tools we have now, it knows them too well. But maybe the answer lies in the unknown, back in the ruins of Earth. The 2050s, 2060s were a golden age for defense conglomerates. Surely buried amongst all those testing grounds and R&D labs there must be a weapon or a prototype that will throw the enemy for a loop. It bears looking into. Off the top of my head, some places to start. FAS. That's Pharaoh. I doubt even a fleet of Horus units could halt this foe. Really? Jeez. But if I know Ted, right before he blundered into the ending of the world, he was grasping for his next blockbuster. Metallurgic. My erstwhile competitors poured a lot of resources into defense after it became clear they couldn't beat me in materials acquisition. Recorp. Cheap drones and misfiring railguns for bottom feeders and pretty petty autocrats. But once upon a time they had a blue chip research division. Certainty. If I recall, they employed quite a few semi-reformed black hats with interesting ideas about military decryption. Gideon, an obnoxious family to be sure, but they developed a number of state-of-the-art systems before FAS ate their lunch. Faint hopes, all of them, but hopes nonetheless. No question, our best course is to stay ahead of the monstrosity, this self-created nemesis. But if flight fails, I'm not going down without a fight. So one way or another, I'll need a dagger in my boot, and our old home is the best place to find one. Interesting.
Solons is right. Londra's thoughts could really help us in the fight against Nemesis.
Why'd you kill him then? But Nemesis knows all of them, but it doesn't know us. And also, they haven't done a good job of describing what kind of... Like, why is, a fleet of Horuses no match for it? Like, they made it sound more AI than physical being. That it could, like, take over systems and, like, do all this stuff like an AI instantly. As opposed to, like... a big monster of some kind. But who knows? Oh yeah, we already read that. Oh, the Burning Shores. My sister's going to LA, except that it won't be the 21st century star-studded Hollowwood I obsessed over from my favorite episode of Second Time Around, season 4 finale. Okay, whatever. Barrow's responsible for the apocalypse, and Liz and Machine are there to clean up the mess, derangement notwithstanding. But I was at a loss as to when all of the tectonic activity occurred. Definitely not before 2065, or I'd have seen something about it in Tilda's media trove. So I asked Gaia, and she bit-bombed me with 1,000 years of seismic data for the Cal Marine region. Looks like the big one finally hit around 2150, but it was more like a series of big ones, periodically racking the San Andreas, San Gregorio, Horoscree, and Hayward faults for nearly 6 decades. There were aftershocks all over the west too, affecting a number of cauldrons, including Gemini. Oh, that's why Gemini was hurt. Okay. Good thing it was all pre-tribal. Glad no one had to suffer through it. It's been quieter since, though there are occasional tremors and past activity has opened up a number of magma fissures. I don't think Aloy has to worry about getting caught in a significant quake. Rogue Machines and Vengeful Zeniths, on the other hand, yeah. Interesting. Alright, so that's all the quests, because now it's telling me to go do the hunting stuff. I've already done... I hate these hunting ground quests. It always pisses me off. I've done everything there, so why are the quests still there? Same thing in the last game. Did the exact same thing. Anyway, we're not going to do the melee pits. I think that's it, chat. We're done the game. Finished. GG. Complete. Nothing else we're going to do. That means we start a new game tomorrow. So I hope you all enjoyed the Horizon playthrough. I had a lot of fun. The story's great. The world itself looks amazing. So, very much enjoyed flying our way through it. I think the flying was like literally the best part of the game. But thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate it.